Lay out the SpaceJam parts ready for assembly. These parts should include a hardware pack, support pole, 2 base L brackets, 2 long fiberglass rods, 2 short rods, and 2 rubber-tipped rods, and a backboard with hoop. Start by unfolding the backboard and flip it over so the hoop is face down and the steel bracket plate is at the base. Undo the Velcro sleeve at the base and flatten out the backboard. Next, take your 2 rubber-tipped rods and start by inserting the non-rubber end into the steel slot and then the rubber end into the corresponding corner pocket. Repeat on the other side. Take your 2 long fiberglass rods and join them together at the chrome connector to form one long rod. This rod will form the arch of your backboard. You will need to manipulate the backboard as you pass the rod through the sleeve. To do this, flatten the top of the backboard as much as possible. The use of a second person may be helpful to flatten the sleeve while you feed through the rod. Once through the other side, center the rod and move on to the next step. Next, grab the 2 short rods. Feed them up through the sleeves on the left and right side of the backboard. For the next step, you will need your chrome corner connectors from your hardware pack. Place a chrome corner connector onto the long rod and hold in place while you lift the backboard onto its side as shown here in the video. Place a small amount of downwards pressure into the long rod to flex the arch outwards, which allows you to connect the corner piece into the short rod. Flip the backboard onto the opposite edge and apply the same technique for the next connector. Take your 2 base L bracket pieces and insert one into the steel bracket plate, lining up the screw hole over the hole in the plate. Connect the end piece into the short rod at the side of the backboard. Repeat for the other side and manipulate the brackets as required so they line up over the holes. Screw the base L bracket into the backboard base plate using the 2 large bolts and the Allen key tool provided. To finish this step, secure the L brackets into the elasticated corner pockets on both sides. Then fold over your Velcro sleeve at the base of the backboard as shown. Next, take your support pole and secure it into the backboard base plate using the small bolts and washers. The support pole is designed with adjustable screw positioning. If you find once finished that the setup of your SpaceJam does not align horizontally, it can be fine-tuned by returning to these screws and adjusting left or right as required. Tighten the screws up with the Allen key to finish. Flip the whole backboard over so the hoop is now face up, then tilt the hoop and net up and out of the way. Gather together your spring bolt, spring, nylon washer and spring cap. Please note, the nylon washer is not pictured in this video. Place the nylon washer over the spring bolt first, and then feed the bolt up through the hole below the hoop rim. Place the spring over the top of it, tilt the hoop back down, and secure by screwing on the spring cap. Now you will install the SpaceJam onto the trampoline. You will need to choose a gap that has a silver connector available. It may be tucked slightly inside the sleeve. Usually, the easiest pole to choose is opposite the zip entry. Remove the net from the net pole you would like the SpaceJam hoop to sit on, as well as the adjacent net poles either side, 3 sections in total. Return to your chosen net pole and slide the black PVC sleeve up over the net pole and place aside. Grab your spring tool, or a similar tool, and use it to pop out the button clip that holds on the pole cap. Slide the pole cap off the net pole and grab out the button clip from inside the pole. This can be done by hooking it out with the end of the spring tool. Take care when doing so, as it is pressure loaded. Now slide the PVC sleeve back over the net pole, the non-elasticated end first. Disconnect the fiberglass rods at the section of the chosen net pole. The technique is to make the rods as straight and inline as possible to remove pressure and allow it to disconnect. You may need to manipulate the rods into that position as shown. Next, take your SpaceJam and feed the fiberglass rod through the hole in the hoop support pole. Then reconnect it into the silver connector on the other side. Lift the SpaceJam back up and slot the support pole into the trampoline net pole by squeezing the button clips. Finally, replace the orbit ring back onto the adjacent net poles and your SpaceJam basketball hoop is complete. Time to start working on those 3-pointers.